Next, before we go into meditation, we have to bear in mind our posture. Posture is important. The posture that we have during meditation is very critical for the enjoyment of the meditation, for that light to descend. So the light comes in when we have a relatively straight posture, not straight like a pencil, but where the spine is relaxed. And so that's why once the posture is incorrect, the first thing that people do experience, some of us do experience, is a disconnection, and then we fall asleep. So the posture plays a part first. Of course, there are many other reasons, like we are not connected to Mother Earth and all those things. So a variety of reasons that contribute to one not having a good meditation. And then what happens after that is you feel very discouraged. I don't want to do this. And then the next one would be expectations that we have of how meditation should be. So therefore, we are really looking at mastering of the mind. And let's all be very patient with this process. I will commit my time to doing this with you, and you have to commit patience and carve out time to do this with me and with yourself and with the masters. And we have to give ourselves time to improve, to see results, okay? Like real results, not the results that we want, but results that is actually good for us. That is the results that will actually allow us to bring in, to receive a lot of wisdom, a lot of light, a lot of intelligence. So that is what meditation actually does for you. Perhaps we can also very quickly ask ourselves at this point in time, why do I choose to meditate? The motivation is very important. And this is the theme that we're going into starting from this month into over the next 3 years, which is what is this motivation that everybody has and is holding on each and every time we do something, whether it's in our job or in our practice or with friends or with relationships. And most importantly, our mission, this mission, any mission that we choose in our life, a goal, a project that we have, what is the motivation? Okay, so what is the motivation for you that you choose to meditate? What is the motivation when you choose to go for a group healing or a group session? What is the motivation? So that motivation is so critical. That motivation alone will determine the experience that you have at that very moment during that time, and the time ahead of you, right? Whether it's at 1 week, whether it's at 2 months, or whether it's at 6 months, this motivation is so important. And we can't do all those things. We can't have clarity if we do not have a certain level of mastery of the mind. Okay, the mastery of the mind is simply knowing which thoughts are yours, which are not, and also the art or the ability to let go of thoughts that actually torture us, that don't belong to us, that constantly, take up too much space inside the mind. And so this mind, which is a God-given, God gave us this mind. What is this mind meant to do? The mind is meant to take up light, right? The space within the mind is meant to take up light in order for it to start to have a very positive influence or impact on all the experiences that we encounter, the people that we encounter, all these relationships that we have in our lives. How do we understand it? Whenever we have a challenge, the mind comes into play of that, delivering that understanding. And so when the mind is filled with light, the mind is balanced. When the mind is filled with light, the mind is actually able to draw in divine wisdom, intelligence. So it helps us to begin to understand that. But above all these things that we've just mentioned, clarity, wisdom, intelligence, what is this? What is this actually? It is actually the mind of God, or the mind of the universe, that we want to connect into, that we want to awaken within ourselves, which we already have, but for so many reasons, the mind has lost its true power. So that's what we mean by mind mastery. And so when everybody comes into that level, or slowly beginning to gain back that mastery, right? And remember, we need patience. So not always, we do 1 meditation, 2 meditation, and then we get all smart and intelligent and calm and like very zen-like. We can't. So always remember all the great masters that have walked the earth, all of them. What is one thing common in all of them? They all meditated, they all practiced, they all spent a lot of time looking at the word, looking at truth, and encouraging themselves, inspiring themselves. How did they do that? They often look at their predecessors. They often looked at their own masters and their own teachers. What did they do? And so they use them as an example, as a role model. But what do we do nowadays? We look at the ascended masters and we say we want to instantly become like them, right? We forgot the path that they took. So we want to actually be able to do that, okay? To really have the right mindset, yeah, and the right motivation. Okay, so let's come into a comfortable position. And I just want all of you to do it just like how you do it at home on your own. Okay, so we can then experience what we are actually doing, how we're actually experiencing it, and if there's any shifts or changes that we need to make. And so sitting very comfortably, the spine is feeling relaxed, but you're not slouching. And then we want to make sure that the head is also feeling relaxed. And we don't want to tell you how to actually place your head, because sometimes in meditation they do teach, right? There's a certain angle that you have to, that you should be placing your head. We want you to find that comfortable angle, okay? And you need to be closing your eyes to find those comfort levels inside of you. And next, we want to make sure that the shoulders are relaxed. We want to make sure that the jaw is relaxed, because when the jaw is not relaxed, open and close the jaw and just discover if the jaw is really relaxed. When the jaw is not relaxed, the hips are not relaxed. When the jaw is not relaxed, the shoulders are also not relaxed. So all these are actually interconnected. So you want to spend a little bit of time just discovering those parts of you. Just relaxing the jaw now, relaxing the shoulders. And then finding the comfortable spot, a comfortable place for your hands. Where do we place our hands? Some place them on the lap, on the knees, and some place them together on the lap. Some like to hold the mudra. So everything that you used to do, you may also decide to do something else today, and that's fine. All seated in our Akashic Records, let the light begin to guide us in our practice. Next, we take the awareness to the breath. And we begin to attune and pace ourselves with the breath. We start by giving gratitude to the breath. And as you breathe in and out, you begin to sense this energy that's all around you. So from here, we start to build our sensitivity or our abilities to energy. And at every moment, we are practicing non-attachment. What is this non-attachment? It is the, if I feel something, that's fine. If I don't feel anything, that's okay. If I sense something negative, heavy, uncomfortable, it's okay. If I sense something profound, if I see a color, if I see a being or I feel a being around me, that's okay. We are not attached to anything or nothing that we experience. Right? For this, simple attachment is where the ego leverages on to say, aha, now this person can be attached to something. So then suggestions will come in. I'm not seeing enough. I'm not feeling enough. What is this trying to tell me? Non-attachment. When we go into meditation, we create this positive, beautiful experience for ourselves. But at the same time, being sufficiently aware of what's going on in the state of being that we need to be in to allow the meditation practice to be fruitful. Right? And so, as human beings, it's normal that the mind gives us thoughts, that the ego tries to talk to us, befriend us, as in meditation. And also in meditation, when we are quiet, everything becomes more obvious. You know, it's like if you lived in the forest, you went to the forest, everything else is so quiet that you can hear the birds and the insects and every tiny little thing. And that is the same in meditation. Everything is being enhanced, which gives us just a great opportunity to connect into the subtle energies that are so subtle in our day-to-day life because it's so soft and we are so busy on the inside. So our busyness, our loudness on the inside just drowns off all the subtle sounds and messages that are coming to us. So just let this Akashic energy just flow into you. It's all around you because we've gone into a different dimension. The mind has gone into a different state of being. We don't question whether the mind has gone into that state of being. It is not you questioning. It is everything around you, inside of you, that needs confirmation, that needs proof. Okay, so the true essence of you just settles in that energy, whether it's good or bad. At this point, you just want to take the awareness to the body and just feel if there's any part of the body that needs a slight adjustment. Maybe bring the head back to center. Make sure the face is at least looking in front. Just get a sense of that because the eyes are closed. Next, we command for the light of the Akashic Records to flow into our being. And in the Akashic Records, we visualize gold light. Allow the light to come in to you from any part of the body. The light may choose to come in through the crown. It may choose to come in just into the heart. It may start to come in from the base of the body, or it may start to flow in from the soles of the feet. Allow this to happen very naturally. And again, always practicing non-attachment. Let the light flow. coming into all parts of your body. There's any part where the light is unable to move through. Non-attachment, observation, and give that light some time to work its way. These are all tiny little obstacles, resistance, stubbornness that we have, fears, pain, anything, non-attachment. Let the light do its thing. If you find yourself feeling impatient, why is the light not moving? Why is it not moving up my energy centers? Why is it stuck along my spine? Take a deep breath. Exhale. And simply say, I allow. I allow. And very gently and slowly, and even saying those words, I allow, with so much patience and so much love and so much compassion to the self. It's not I allow and move now. It's really giving that light. It's time and trusting on the intelligence of the light to move when and where it needs to. But you not being that obstacle. And I allow. Okay. We'll spend silent meditation here for a couple of minutes as we just simply observe this light that moves all around the body, this gold Akashic light. Okay, and now with the gold light all around you, within you, just allow yourself to relax deeply into this light, knowing that this light, this gold Akashic light, is going to start to bring changes, healing, transformation in all parts of your body, in all 4 levels and all beings of the body, working with the energy centers, working with your organs and all systems of the body. And this is the time when we now want to ensure that we have a good grounding cord into Mother Earth. Because we've brought in all this light, we want to ensure that we are only taking on at every moment what is just sufficient for the body, not too much, and certainly not too little. So, grounding cord coming up right in the center of your body, you begin to feel, or if you can, begin to visualize, begin to see, begin to sense. This is using the power of visualization. In other words, it can also, if it's easier for you, it is the power of imagination. Right in the center of the body, you have this beautiful column of light, and it is up to you, your preference, your ability to visualize, your ability to imagine what this cord of light looks and feels like. So it could feel thicker, it could feel denser, it could be more plasma looking. It could look like it's a liquid column of light. Anything that comes easily to the mind, anything that allows you to feel. And some individuals sense density better, and some individuals sense plasma or liquid light better. So choose what feels right for you. This column of light right in the center of your body, and you see all your energy centers let's add on a little bit of visualization if you can, and don't push it if you can't, right? Just the chakra sitting right in the center of the column of light. Again, at every point, please practice compassion and kindness to the self, non-attachment. If I see it, I do. If I sense it, okay. If I don't, that's totally fine, right? And this column of light right in the center of the body, you can feel it at the crown all the way down to the base of the body. This is a very beginning that we need to begin to sense and to visualize, which is there within the body, right? Once we are more confident, then we will try to take this column of light, try to visualize and feel this column of light outside of the body. But for now, we can simply intend. Just place an intention, because your energy is where your intention flows. Right? Your energy is where your intention flows. And so let this column of light intend, speak the words. I now intend for the column of light within me to move into Mother Earth. I intend, I release, I command all excess light and energies within me to release out through this column of light into Mother Earth. Now, if you would like, connect into the crown, intend for the column of light to move into the higher dimensions. I command for the column of light to move out of the crown and into connecting into the higher dimensions now. Being very mindful that you're not holding the breath, that you're breathing in and out. If there's any part of the body that feels tension, that feels tightness, that feels kind of sore, it is okay to very gently move the body, move that part of the body to relieve it of that soreness or that tightness, or just that being in that one position for a long time. You can just move your head very slightly or your legs very slightly, and that is not going to negate the effects of the meditation at all. Always remembering that a strong body, a comfortable body, is necessary for meditation. In order for us to go deeper into meditation, the body itself is a tool. It should never be an obstruction. It becomes an obstruction when we start to experience pain and discomfort, rigidity in the body. Just come into awareness of this column of light and how the center of the body is feeling, the top of the head all the way down to the base of the body, and the very slight differences that you will feel before we brought up this column of light. Just taking note, just having that very quick awareness and just letting it go. Okay, I felt lighter. I now feel denseness inside of the body. Observe and let it go. We can also practice letting go with the breath, if that helps for some individuals. A full release by taking a breath in and sending that thought or sending that feeling or desire out with the exhale. And release. So coming into another quick visualization here, you will visualize yourself suspended in a void or suspended in space, where everything around you is dark and you are floating, right? The body is suspended in just mid-air, and everywhere around you is pitch black. And you begin to see yourself or visualize or feel yourself as light or plasma, liquid light, and not very radiant. You're just a dim light, very comfortable for the eye, very easy to begin to visualize and begin to feel. And the key here is to find comfort, right? It's to find comfort in this practice, in your visualization. Okay, so feel this light within you, this liquid light, or just light alone is cleansing you. This is a cleansing light. And the darkness all around is a state of peace, is a state of stillness. It is a place of eternal protection. Okay. And next, you want to bring your awareness to your third eye. And so we invite you to begin to sense two very useful energy centers in the body. One is the third eye, which is right in the center of the forehead. The other is your cosmic eye, which is in between the eyes. So connect to either one now, and then connect to the other one and see which one you feel more comfortable connecting to. Whether is it the center of the forehead or in between the eyes, and then just pick one. So once you've picked that one, the next thing that you would like to do is to ask yourself, what is the energy that I'd like to focus on for today? Another way of presenting the question is, what is the energy that I would like to attune to today? What is the energy that I would like to attune to today? And the answer could be gentleness, patience, clarity, compassion, love, peace, anything that you desire, that you feel you need. So connect to the third eye or the cosmic eye and begin to visualize the color of this frequency, the color of this energy that you would like to attune yourself to just for today. Once you are able to sense or see this color in front of you, you are going to draw in this color to you. That's one. Another way is you will move your entire being towards this color and merge, blend together, walk into this color and become one with this color. Right? So this is fully attuning yourself to this frequency for the day. Either moving towards or drawing this color, this light, this sensation into your entire being and becoming one with it. Pick either way that is easier for you. And then now just staying in this state, sensing, feeling. As this energy merges with you, begin to sense the tiny little differences or sensations that's taking place in different parts of your body. Taking deep breaths, exhaling slowly. This begins to help the light begin to integrate more with you. And one would be the light of the Akasha, which is that gold light. Second would be the frequency that you've chosen to attune to for today. So breathing, your breath alone is so powerful. Begins to breathe, merge, blend. Always practicing non-attachment. For when we work with higher energies and we begin to work with higher energies, right, especially right in the beginning, there is so much discomfort. You know? There is so much tightness, sometimes pain, irritants, even restlessness. And when we experience those things, we feel disappointed with the self. We think we're not doing things right. And then we try harder and harder, harder and harder. And the practice of meditation is just to be relaxed, silent, comfortable, enjoying. Okay. The next breath that you're going to take in, you are actually going to take it all into the body. The next breath you take in is a reminder, an invitation to the self to come back into the body. At the same time, it is a reminder to the self to appreciate the physical body so much more. And here you want to spend 1 minute, approximately 1 minute, coming out of meditation. Coming out of a meditation is a beautiful process, but at the same time, it cannot be rushed. In order for that beauty to be experienced, it mustn't be rushed, slowly taking your time, deep breaths, moving the body. And perhaps even touching yourself, certain parts of the body that need healing, that need a hug, that needs assurance, that needs comfort. Playing an active role in your ascension awakening process. Okay? So touching any part of the body, maybe it is the back. Maybe some of us have weak backs, or maybe it is the knees. This is the time to place your hands on those parts of the body and say, thank you so much for supporting my practice. Thank you for being willing to heal. Thank you for letting me get to know you. Thank you for co-creating with me. All those things. And then you can say your prayers of gratitude, can say your prayers for anyone, anything. This concludes the meditation, and it concludes the meditation in a very beautiful way, right? It gives us the opportunity to practice oneness, the oneness consciousness of being there for others, right, in prayer. So these are the two things, two of the fundamental things that the great masters would do. One is to pray and one is to go into meditation, right? One is this like for the self, another is for others. And then, we do it interchangeably. So we're just going to spend 1-2 minutes here, very gently coming back. Whenever you are ready, you can open your eyes. No rush. Take your time. Okay, welcome back.